Hi everybody, I'm Verna from Stampin' Notes, and today we are going to make 3 beautiful cards with a Simply Zinnia bundle, and we're going to let the designer series paper do all the work. Well, most of it. There's a little stamping. Thanks for joining me today. I'm here every Tuesday, used to be Monday, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a free Facebook Live card class, and also on my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that bell so you get the notifications of when I'm on, and let me know. Say hi, tell me where you're from. I would love to know that. Participate, comment, or share, and you'll have a chance to win some gems this week. Today, as I said, I'm going to feature the Simply Zinnia bundle, and this is my featured bundle all week this week. It happens to be an exclusive online product, so there's a whole catalog of products that are exclusively online. They're not in a paper catalog, and if you shop, you go to shop and then you click on that, scroll down that list, and you will find a category for online products, and there's just some real gems there. They're just beautiful. I'm going to go to my project view now, and let's take a look at that designer series paper. So this is the Flowering Zinnias designer series paper. Hi Carol. Hi Chris. And I just want to show it to you because it's fabulous, and by the way, it's on low inventory. So if you want this, you need to order it probably today or tonight. It goes fast. The bundle, the Simply Zinnia bundle, is also available right now. That has been in and out of availability, and that's this beautiful stamp set here. It's a cling stamp set, and the dies. So these are the dies for that, and I'll be doing more with these dies later this week. And well, I'm glad they sent you a card, Carol, and thank you for sharing. So yeah, my granddaughter had her ACL, tore her ACL and had surgery, and she's doing really well, and thank you for praying for her. So this is really beautiful paper. You can cut it out. There are one die that will work on some of it. This is the back of that one. This one is gorgeous. As you can see, you could just cut around the edge of the top, or just cut it and use one piece on the front of a card. This is the background. Really bright colors in this set. This has the tiny little flowers, and then the back of it is petal pink with little dots. And this one I love. Can you see the zinnia pattern there? So this is, I believe this is Mambo, the pink Mambo color, Melon Mambo. And then on the back here is a little like crosshatch pattern on that. This has the leaves, the designer, the zinnia leaves and stems, and the back is this green here. And then here's another sheet that can be fussy cut and out and used. There's some with double flowers here. The back of this is a purple with like a cross hatch on it. And so that is our paper. If you order with me this week, you get 2 of each of the cards kits that we're going to make today. So it'll be 6 kits if your order's $40 or more, and you use the host code right here. It's D3Z4KMB3 at checkout. If your order's $50 or more, include a pack of the iridescent foil gems. I'm using them today. The gems that go with the Zinnia suite are out of stock right now, and they won't be in stock until April. So that is why the suite isn't available. All right, so let's start with our first card. And as I said, we're going to feature the designer series paper. And it's so easy to make a beautiful card with the designer series paper. We're going to start with a piece of half sheet of thick basic white cardstock, and we're going to fold that in half. And I'm going to grab my bone folder and burnish that down. Just like that, to break those fibers down. And then also in your kit, if you order with me, you'll get all the designer series paper pre-cut and the cardstock, and you'll get any shapes that will be die cut that aren't part of the Zinnia dies, Simply Zinnia dies, or if there's any embossing or anything, that will be done for you, plus your ribbon. Hey, Margaret. And so plus you'll get a project sheet too with the measurements and everything. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to adhere this piece onto our card base, and I'm using that really bright piece that has the leaves. I think it's lemon lime twist and old olive. I'll look here in a minute at the colors on that, or what the greens are. Alright, so that's going to cover our card front. Alright, so the colors. If I'm looking for the back of that cardstock. Okay, so the greens in this are lemon lime twist, mossy meadow, and old olive. The other colors are berry burst, blackberry bliss, flirty flamingo, highland heather, lemon lolly, melon mambo, petal pink, and pumpkin pie. And real red. So lots of different colors in this. Alright, so now I'm gonna get some of that designer series paper, and I'm going to cut out some of those beautiful zinnias. And actually I already did to save time, but I cut this one. So some of the flowers have leaves attached, and you can leave the leaves on them if you want to, or cut them off. We've got that one, and then I've also cut this one here, and this has that short little blossom on the top there. So I've got two of these, and this one, I think I'm going to put, I want it up a little higher, so maybe, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these leaves off so they're not sticking out as far. Hi, Margot. Good afternoon. So when you're fussy cutting, you just want to try to not move your scissors. You want to move your paper. All right, so I've got that one cut, and this one is going to go a little higher, and this stem right here, move this back, I'm going to follow this, is going to be at the top of this stem, and this one is going to be on this stem here. And we could put it, probably I'll put it about like that. And I'm bringing in some of those large foam sheets. When I cut them in pieces, you can use dimensionals if you want, but I like the larger pieces with a larger piece of designer series paper or cardstock, whatever you're popping it on with, or whatever you're popping onto your card base. Hi, Iris. Good afternoon. Yeah, so you guys saw probably my post about the piglets. Boy, were we surprised. Mac, sometimes the sows will make a nest, and she had made a nest, but usually it's not like right away when they have them. And so it was, you know how bitter cold, well, here it was bitter cold Saturday morning or Sunday morning. And he went down there and before church, and oh my goodness, here's these poor baby piglets, and it was so bitter cold. So we brought them to the house and warmed them all up, and they're back with their mama. They're doing really well. Okay, I'm going to just cut that little edge off there so it's not sticking out over the edge. But see how that gives it dimension if you pop them up on a dimensional. Alright, so let's add these two. And we'll add them like that. So that was our Sunday adventure this week. That made for an interesting day. And I'm just going to layer that on, better pull that, I'm going to layer that on there like that. And this one's going to be a little lower. So there we've got more dimension with the leaves. And I'm going to bring in a little die cut from the Deckled Rectangles dies. This is going to be for a sentiment, so if you place an order and get the free kits, this will already be die cut for you. And I forgot to say, if you want to buy the kits outright, they're $30, but it's free with an order of $40 or more with this host code. And if your order's $50 or more, I'll include a pack of the gems for free. Let me find those gems and I'll show them to you. And actually these are really beautiful just plain, but I'm going to be coloring them today. They're easy to color, and this is part of a pack. This is the Iridescent Foil Gems, but you would get a whole pack plus your envelopes and your inside sentiment piece. Alright, so let's do our little sentiment, and I'm going to stamp this "Thank you so much." Thank you so much. And I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. We'll bring that out. And here's our stamp, "Thank you so much." And we'll put it right on that die cut. And I'm going to put this right here. I'm not going to pop this up. I'm just going to adhere it flat onto there. Alright, and we're going to use some of the baker's twine that comes in the 3-pack. There's Lemon Lolly, and there's Calypso Coral, and there's a blue too. And I'm going to make a bow. And I like to double it. The twine, and pretend it's one piece of thread or baker's twine. Also, you guys, the retiring lists are out, and I have sent a link to them, both of them, the annual catalog and the mini catalog, so you can browse through that. And once those items are gone, they're gone for good. So that's another thing. If there's something you really want, now's the time to get it. And also, if it just says the bundle is retiring, that means that it's carrying over into the, these are dull, it's carrying over into the annual catalog this year. And if you want to get the bundle pricing on it, now's the time to buy it, because next year, say the bundle is dies and a stamp set, you will only be able to buy them separately. You won't get the 10% off. The 10% off discount. There's a couple punch bundles that are carrying over and some with dies also. And I'm just adding a glue dot here. We're going to put our little bit of twine there. And now let's add some gems. So I'm bringing those, the foil gems back in, and I'm going to add one here, and I'm going to add a couple one there, and I like that these are two different sizes. And let's color them in with a marker, and I'm using the Berry Burst, the dark Berry Burst. And I'm just going to color them, and the only thing you want to be careful of doing this is not getting it on your, like on this cardstock here. You can color them ahead of time if you know what color you're going to want and how many. Okay, so let's do our inside piece. And I have a piece that's 5 1/4 by 4, and you will get the inside pieces. And we're going to put just a thin strip across the bottom here, just to dress it up a little bit. Actually, I think I'll just go like this. Okay, and then we're going to adhere it to the inside. This is that glue press that I bought from Sweet Petunia, and I really love it. You hardly have to squeeze it. What I love about it is that you know how the ends of your glue bottles would get plugged and have trouble with the glue coming out? Well, because this sits in a little stand, and I'll show that to you in a minute, that doesn't happen to it. So it's really nice that way. I usually like to put an inside piece in just to add weight to the card. And I think it looks nice. Alright, so there's our inside piece. This is going to be a thank you card. So see how easy it was to make with just the designer series paper. Now let's use a piece on the envelope flap. So to do your envelope flap, you need a piece that's 6 by 2.5, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring, and I will stick in the envelope flap pieces this time too. What we're going to do is, I think we'll go with this side. On the outside of your flap here, you're just going to take your adhesive and go around the edge. Like that. And then we're going to take this and butt it right up against where the flap crease is. Lay it on there like that. I'm going to turn that over, and I'm just going to go around that with my snips and cut that right off. And it really dresses your envelope up. Alright, so isn't that pretty? So here's our card with our envelope flap. That makes a nice card set. Alright, so let's go on to the next card. And I think I said if you want to just buy the kits, it's $25 if you want to buy the kits outright for the 6 cards. Alright, so we'll set that there. Alright, our next card is a beautiful layered card. And we're going to start with a piece of lemon lime cardstock. And fold that in half, or you can score at 4 1/4 and then fold it. And we'll burnish that down. Grabbing my layers here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I have a piece of that beautiful designer series paper, and I'm going to layer it onto this basic white layer. A little more on the edge here. And a little bit there. Okay, and then we're going to center it on our card base. Don't you love the bright colors? They're so cheerful. It's hard not to be happy when there's these bright colors. Okay, that is not centered. This is why I usually use liquid glue, because you can move around a little bit. Does anybody else favor liquid glue? Alright, now we're going to take, we have another layer, and this is that, it's a piece of the designer series paper with the flowers on it. And we're going to layer that onto this one. Just like that. And this one we're going to pop up. So we're going to add some I'm going to cut this in half. Put one along the side. I know the stickiness is sticky. I have to have baby wipes to get that stickiness off. That is true. Alright, so this, I think I'm gonna I wish you'd like it too. Alright, I'm gonna put one up here because these two side ones are a little bit shorter. Another one towards the bottom. And then we'll put a smaller one in the middle. Alright. Okay, so this is going to be popped up. I've got to stand up so I can see if this is centered. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. So that's popped up on there like that. I'm going to move this up. Alright, now I've die cut a label from the Stylish Shapes, the long label die. Right here, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment on there, and the one I'm going to stamp this time is the one about gratitude. It says, words fail to express my gratitude. Right, and I'm going to use Granny Apple Green because it's just a little bit darker than the Lemon Lime. And it just fits on there. Words fail to express my gratitude. It needs to be, it's a little bit crooked. Okay, I'm going to turn it over and do it on that side. It doesn't, this side isn't quite as nice, but it'll work. Okay, that's better. And this one is going to go straight across the center like this. And I'm just going to add glue. Don't go all the way to the ends because these are going to be sticking out over the end. So that looks about right. And let's add some gems to this. And I think I will leave these plain color. Looking for the gems. What did I do with them? Oh, one other thing that goes with this set is this beautiful embossing folder with the zinnias. So I'll be doing something with that later this week. And I'm still looking here. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Well, we'll wait a minute on that. And I'll do another envelope. So for the envelope for this one, let's do the hot pink, the Melon Mambo. This piece right here. So this does have a direction. So when our envelope's closed, or envelope is closed, we want it to look this way across there. This way would be upside down. Alright, so I want it to be like that. So I'm going to open this back out. And we'll do our glue across here. Here. nudge that right up against that flap crease and give it a good little back rub. Turn it over. And scissors. Oh, I found the gems and the scissors. Okay. And we'll just cut along this edge like this. Alright, so there's our envelope. And let's add our gems to the front. And this take your pick tool is great for picking up gems. This putty end here. Let's put 2 down like right here. That needs to come over just a little bit. Like that, and maybe 2 up here. So one is hanging off a little bit. And then we'll do that. Alright, so there's our card front. And let's do the inside. And I have a piece of the purple, and I'm just going to run it along this edge here. See how easy this designer series paper is to use to make a card. Just, you know, featuring the designer series paper. Or mainly using the designer series paper. And that will go in the center like that. Alright, so there's our card and envelope for that one. And let's do our third one. Holds a little packet of seeds. So this is a fun one. And we're going to start with a piece of cardstock. I'm going to fold it in half. Actually, I'll score it because I've got to score this in 2 places. So I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. And what was the other one? 1 1/2. Alright. So I'm going to fold this in half and burnish it. And then we're going to fold this flap down like this. This is going to create our little pocket. Alright, I have a piece of designer series paper that I'm going to put on the inside here. This is that pretty petal pink. that looks pretty good. And I have a piece that's going to go on the front. Two pieces actually. We have one that's going to go here on this flap. The limey green. Just like that. And then one that's going to sit down here below the flap like that. I want it this way. Yeah, I think I'll put it that way. This has that bright pumpkin pie on the back. Okay, so it doesn't go all the way up underneath where the flap is, but the flap will cover the edge of it. All right, so this is what we've got so far. Hi, Renee. You like the bold colors? Yeah, I do too, Iris. All right, oh, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to run a piece of tear and tape because I want to run ribbon right across, right below this flap here. I'm going to run a piece of ribbon. In fact, I'm going to glue this flap down. I forgot to do that. You don't have to. You could run your ribbon across the little flap to hold it. But I'm going to glue that right down like that. And just hold it a minute. Okay. So I didn't glue this. This still opens like that. I just glued this little flap here, okay? All right, now I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape across the back. And tear and tape is a very strong adhesive. I think tear and tape is probably the strongest, and then after that, the liquid glue or Seal Plus. Seal Plus is pretty strong too. And I thought I brought it over here. Maybe I did not. Oh, here it is. All right. So it's going to be about right here. We're going to go across there. And you just tear a piece of it off. And it doesn't have to go across the whole the whole length or width here. Alright, so I want it right about here in this area. And that's fine, that's good enough. And I'll pull that end up. Now I have a piece of the ribbon. This ribbon is retiring. It comes in a trio pack with the bubble bath, the aqua color, and this color, the lemon lolly. So I want a good sized piece, probably 18 inches, to make sure it's going to go all the way around my card. And I'm looking for my scissors. I can try these, but I know these are pretty dull. You wouldn't think in such a small area when you're doing a Facebook Live that you could lose stuff. But I do. Alright, so I want my bow on this side. So I'm going to bring out about that much. And I'm going to just lay this down right there. This is going to come across here, and this is what's going to hold our little packet closed. And I'm just going to tie a bow. And that way, if you open the packet or someone else opens the packet, the ribbon stays on. You don't lose the ribbon. And I really like ribbon better than a belly band, sliding a belly band on and off the card. Come on. Alright, so let's fix this here, that, and I'm just going to anchor that bow down with a glue dot. Yes, I'm dropping things on the floor here. Alright, so that's going to slide right under there. For now, we're going to anchor that there. Okay, and trim our tails. We don't want them that long. All right. So now I have a thin strip of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment. And this sentiment is from the Zinnias set. It says, "Sending flowers and thinking of you." It's a really cute sentiment to use for sending a little seed packet. And I'm going to use basic black, but you could use purple, or any number of colors will go with this paper. Sending flowers and thinking of you. I love zinnias. Does anyone that's on here grow zinnias? They're so beautiful, and now they come in, oh, so many different varieties of flowers. Okay, so we're going to adhere it right across the top here, just down a little bit below the pink designer series paper, the edge of it. Right about there. Sending flowers and thinking of you. Okay, now I have a little die cut. I've used the Thoughtful Expressions, one of the Thoughtful Expressions dies, to die cut this pretty shape out of the petal pink. And this is going to go right on there, like that. And I'm just going to adhere it with glue. I'm not using dimensionals on this. right, and I want it going up a little bit onto this label part, the flap part there. And I'm looking to see that this is straight with that. It looks like it is pretty straight. Hi, Mom. Yeah, it's a little flower packet. Okay, and I have a I have a flower that I want to fussy cut out here. That's going to go on my petal pink piece. And so I'll go ahead and fussy cut that out. It's nice to have it a little warmer today. We had that ice storm this weekend and it was so chilly and cold. Ice and a little bit of snow with cold temperatures. Let's see, what else is going up in the Stampin' Up world? So we've got the new catalog coming out in the beginning of May. If you're a demonstrator, you will be able to order April 2nd. There'll be some limited things that we can order as a demonstrator. So if that's something that you would love to be able to do and get a discount on your order, join my team. Buy the starter kit. The starter kit is a great deal because you only pay $99 for $125 worth of product, and you get to pick whatever you want for your starter kit, and it's free shipping, and you get a free paper pumpkin. So the paper pumpkin is a monthly subscription or a monthly box, a kit box that comes to your door. I'm going to cut that one leaf down a little bit. We'll leave it like that for now. Well, I'll cut a little more. There, that's not too bad. Alright, so we need to pop this up onto there. And if you're a team member, you get all of my monthly card club stuff, all my tutorials for free. Alright, and you get a discount on what you order. Well, it's got to go over a little bit. Alright, so we're almost done with this. Isn't that cute? And it holds a little packet of flower seeds. So let's get our little packet. So here's our packet of zinnias seeds. And I don't want this dollar thing to show, so I'm going to grab my petal builder punch and just punch out a little petal to put over that. Let's see, do we want pink? Yeah, let's do pink. Nah, let's do purple. I thought I had a purple piece in here. So I'm back to the pink. Okay. Oh, here's a piece of purple we'll use. All right. All right, so you want to bend your little posies a little bit to give them some dimension. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right here. And put my posy on there. Let's add a little gem in there. Here's the take your pick tool. We'll add one of these right here. And let's color that in. Let's do the green here, see how the green goes. Okay. So this just slides down into our little pocket like that. Isn't that cute? It says sending flowers and thinking of you. And then you could sign it on the back. There's that one. And then I did another one in more of the orange colors. That's this one right here with the orange. I have more gems on this too. So we've got those two, and we have our gratitude card right there. And where's our other card we did today? Here it is, our designer series paper card. So see how easy it is to use that designer series paper to make beautiful cards. And if you want some, I would grab it today in that online, off the online store, because it's, as I said, it's low inventory. So stay tuned this week for more cards with a Simply Zinnia bundle, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. Take care.